I was contacted by someone that claims to be a stylist for Kim Porter, or was a stylist for Kim Porter, right? And so they're writing a tell-all book in regards to the interactions that they saw take place between Kim and Diddy. Now, the book will also contain information and private conversations that the stylist had with Kim. Kim would have conversations with the stylist about her situation with Diddy. She often referred to her relationship with Diddy as being extremely toxic. Now, the stylist is claiming to have been present at least 3 times when Diddy put pause on Kim. So basically, the incident that took place.
Mr. Combs, like a fur-clad phoenix, has risen from the ashes of a long, turbulent career many times over as a painfully young executive at Uptown Records, as the head of Bad Boy Records, as a hit-making producer, as a rapper, and as a symbol of the so-called ghetto fabulous culture of the 1990s, dating Jennifer Lopez and flaunting his diamonds. And as always, he's back with a bang, no doubt, yet the bang is wrong for all the reasons. That's right, Diddy is panicking as Kim Porter's upcoming tell-all book is all set to release, which is going to expose Diddy for who he was to her and what kind of things he subjected her to. Here's what we know so far. Kim Porter, who was in an on-again, off-again relationship with Sean Diddy Combs for more than a decade, is coming clean in her upcoming book about the breakup of their romance. She claims that his philandering was just one of the reasons for their breakup, as well as the reason why he broke her nose during an argument at St. Tropez. Not to mention the fact that he even went so far as to hit her head on the table on the yacht that they were on at the time of the incident. And let's not forget that Kim had the entire conversation about what went down with her stylist, who is now making sure that every bit of Diddy's toxic behavior is included in the tell-all.
Porter, this is what the stylist has told me, had, footage or had some type of recording of Diddy and Usher being intimate when Usher was just 1 of 4.
That said, the event that served as Porter's rudest awakening in all of her years with Combs, 37, came place very late when she was pregnant with the couple's twin daughters Delilah Starr and Jessie James, who was born on December 21st. During their time together, the two had been together for the media mostly, as per Kim's own claims. It was also at that time that a girlfriend of hers told her that Combs had lately become a father to a child with another woman. According to Kim Porter, as Black women, we sacrifice. We stand by our man through thick and thin, through whatever. But if you feel like maybe I'm getting the short end of the stick, that's when a change has to take place. I wasn't even coming from the place of who, what, and why. I lay low and did what women do. I did my background work and collected information about the other woman. But I wasn't even on it like that because I was pregnant, and what was bubbling inside me was a blessing from God. I couldn't let my energy be on that. I didn't have time for any drama, trauma, and bulless. In her upcoming book, rumors have it that she goes as far as to express she was going to find out that the second kid had been born 5 months prior to the arrival of her and Combs' twins. According to statements made by her attorney to a media outlet, the mother was a woman named Sarah Chapman, who is 33 years old, resides in Atlanta, has worked in the fashion industry, and has known Combs for a number of years. Additionally, readers can expect to further have an idea that Combs eventually did contact Porter with the news, although it was after their twins were delivered. And although Porter expresses sadness that she did not immediately hear about the other kid directly from Combs, she claims that he did so eventually, which broke her to a point of taking a step back from their relationship entirely. As per Kim's own words, she goes on to say, "It's not an original script. He's not the first man who's cheated. He's not the first man who's had a baby outside of his relationship. He's not the originator of this, but at this point in my life, I have girls now, it's a different program. I would have preferred to find out from him because that's a man. I know it's hard for anyone to say to their significant other, I've gotten into some mess, and I got a baby on the way. But men do get caught up in things. I'm not naive to that. Still, there's a right and a wrong way to handle it. Because, most of all, we were friends. Even if I couldn't have understood it as a woman, I would have understood it as a friend." However, when everything was said and done, she claims that the decision to break up with Diddy was made for the simple reason that the relationship was not working for her, and because her #1 priority is her family and feeling happy about who she with. She said she couldn't bring herself to wake up every day next to a man who she knows belongs not just to her but to some other women out there as well. Not to mention, Kim's stylist is playing a major role in making sure Diddy remains on his toes at all times, as she claims to have footage where Diddy can be seen being intimate with user. Yes, you heard that right.
Not to be afraid to be loved the way like I really want to be loved.
The hip-hop mogul and producer's sexuality has been the subject of allegations since he first gained notoriety as a member of Bad Boy Entertainment. Despite common misconceptions that the man born Sean Combs is gay, he has had a number of well-publicized relationships with women, including the late Kim Porter. Together, they are the parents of several children, including Christian Combs, who also aspires to work in the entertainment industry. The most recent rumors regarding Diddy's sexual orientation, on the other hand, show that where there's smoke, there's fire, and more evidence than ever implies that he may be gay. For starters, the rapper Blood Orange, whose real name is Devon Hines, is well known for the high-profile artists he has worked with in the past, such as Solange Knowles and Mariah Carey. However, Diddy's appearance as a guest performer on Blood's song Hope has rocketed him into the spotlight, leading some to speculate that the two may be involved romantically. In addition, 50 Cent has never come across an argument that he didn't enjoy, and his so-called war with Diddy has been going on for a very long time, even when Fifth made an appearance on The Breakfast Club in 2018. He continued to refer to Diddy as gay multiple times throughout the interview. The rapper, known as Many Men, made this accusation about Diddy, saying he doesn't even know what he says is, like, fruity. And while Diddy is yet to make a comment on everything that has been said about him, including the upcoming tell-all of Kim Porter, he sure has to say about what Kim told him moments before she passed away. According to Sean Diddy Combs, his ex-girlfriend Kim Porter had one wish for him before she passed away, and that was for him to take care of her children. Combs, who shares twin daughters Jessie and Delilah, 12, and son Christian, 21, with Porter, revealed in an interview for the Mother's Day issue of Essence magazine that one of the last conversations he had with the model and actress was about their family. Combs and Porter were married for 12 years and have 3 children together. According to Diddy, 3 days before she passed, she wasn't feeling well. She had the flu, and she sent the kids over to my house so they wouldn't get sick. One night I was checking on her, and she was like, "Puffy, take care of my babies." She actually said that to me before she died. According to the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner report coroners dated January, Porter, age 47, passed away on November 15th from a lung infection while she was sleeping. According to the findings of the autopsy, Porter had complained of having a sore throat about a week before she passed away, and that sore throat had progressed into a fever of 102 degrees. According to the authorities, she had returned negative test results for influenza and strep and had been receiving treatment with antibiotics, vitamins, and a painkiller in the week leading up to her passing. On November 14th, Porter informed her doctor that her fever had returned to its normal level of 96 degrees. The coroner reported that Porter had spent the evening before her passing watching movies with her family. On November 15th, at approximately 8:30 in the morning though, Porter's goddaughter checked on her and discovered her in her bed. However, she presumed that she was sleeping. When Porter's housemates finally recognized that she wasn't moving, it wasn't until 11:30 that they dialed 911. Porter and Combs have 3 children together, plus his daughter Chance and son Justin from prior relationships and her son Quincy from a previous relationship, making for a blended family that he described as unconventional. Where Combs has jumped into mommy mode in the months following Porter's death, he claimed, and is concentrating on supporting his family through their grief. That's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye.